I can only say this, if it were that easy to lose weight, nobody would be overweight. Well, prior to the surgery, I would love to eat, and I would love to eat just about everything. I would eat my food, and then when I'd be done eating, I'd look at my kids' food, and I'd say, hey, are you going to eat that? You're not going to let that go to waste? And I loved it. I mean, I enjoyed the food I was eating. I would not like to sit in a booth because the booth would be right up to where, I could barely, really not even comfortably sit there. It's not just a subtle sign, that's a big sign. Hey, you don't fit behind the booth, and you should fit in the booth. I weighed well over 300 pounds, and it was like things were just difficult to do. And I didn't have the energy to do it. And then you kind of avoid doing things. My wife and I, would take walks through the regional park area. And I would say, hey, let's just walk up here a little bit, and I'm going to sit on the bench here. I'll let you walk further. I'm going to rest here. The issue of weight loss had been coming up for many, many times. I'd heard it from other doctors about bariatric surgery, how successful it's been. I was enthused about it, excited about it. My son first asked when we went out shortly after the surgery, he said, "Who are you? What have you done with my dad?" I noticed I could feel the energy that I have now, the flexibility that I have now. My wife she was very active, and she'd be running half marathons and running, and I was not a big runner. I would never have thought I'd ever want to run, in any race. Now, I call it a marathon, and she said it was not a marathon, but it was a short, probably 5K or whatever. But to me, it was a marathon, and I did it. The surgery is not the end of the program. Going to the support group is a big part of this process. And then the facilitator that was running those groups had a family issue or something had come up, and they could no longer run those programs. And I told him I don't want to see this thing end. So I said I'll lead these discussions and I'll help keep this program going. His staff said, yeah, let Robert run them. So I became the facilitator for the support groups. Sometimes people will say things in a group setting because they're more comfortable. They may be guarded, but they will talk about it with the group, and that sometimes it's just a different avenue for them to discuss their issues. And talking about, hey, is this normal? And what I am experiencing something that is okay to have happen. That's why you need the support. So that, you can know and you can share your story, and others can say, yeah, I had the same thing. That's perfectly normal. The encouragement I would give is that this is an effective program. It works. And I have done I've done Weight Watchers, I've done the Atkins, I've done other dieting kinds of things. And they work in a short term. There's no long-term effect. And you always feel like you're on a diet. You're on a lifestyle, and it's a lifestyle change. But it works, it's effective. And that's why, when people are reluctant, they're afraid of the surgery, they're afraid of what it might be, overcome the fear and see the success, because it's there. That's what I would say.